Welcome back to this channel for practice problems for actuarial exams. My name is Krzysztof Ostaszewski. You can find information about me at smarturl.it/Jedi. My advice on how to pass actuarial exams is at smarturl.it/pass. This video channel is at smarturl.it/pass actuarial exams. Here you have information about online seminars and study manuals for exams P, FM, IFM, and LTAM that I offer. I direct the actuarial program at Illinois State University. You can find information about it at smarturl.it/actuary. If you would like to offer a tax-deductible donation to support our students, please go to smarturl.it/help-ISU-actuary. Here's a problem for today for exam P on probability. You are tossing 3 independent fair coins all at once. Find the difference between the probability of getting at least one head and the probability of getting exactly 2 tails. This is actually a probability problem from a Polish textbook for 5th grade from 30-some years ago. So I hope that it's relatively easy. Let n be the number of heads in a random toss of 3 independent fair coins all at once. That's the random variable we're analyzing. Each individual coin toss is an independent Bernoulli trial with probability of success of 1/2. If success is defined as getting heads, as opposed to tails, you can actually define success either way and solve this in 2 equivalent ways. The question asks for probability that n is greater than or equal to 1 minus the probability that 3 minus n is equal to 2, because if n is the number of heads, then 3 minus n is the number of tails. And that's probability that n is greater than or equal to 1 minus the probability that n is 1. So it's really probability that n is more than 1, which is the probability that n is 2 plus probability that n is 3. And you can actually fancifully calculate it as I just wrote it, as 3 choose 2 times 1/2 squared times 1/2 to the first, plus 3 choose 3 times 1/2 cubed. And that's 3 times 1/8 plus 1 times 1/8, and that's equal to 1/2. Or you can figure out that probability that n is 2 plus probability that n is equal to 3 has to be equal to the probability that n is 0 plus probability that n is 3, because if you flip heads and tails in terms of successes and failures, you should get the same probabilities, meaning that the probability that you get 2 or 3 heads should be equal to the probability that you get 2 or 3 tails, but the probability of getting 2 or 3 tails is the probability of getting 0 or 1 heads. And therefore, since those add up to 1, and they should be the same, the sum of these two has to be 1/2. So that's actually immediate that you can guess that this is 1/2, which is answer E. Please remember this is copyrighted material. So I wrote the solution and I wrote the problem the way it is, but it supposedly comes from a textbook for 5th grade in Poland from somewhere in late 1970s, early 1980s. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was a good exercise. Good luck on in your studies, and good luck on the exam.